is personal pronoun, and to help you all the pronouns are summed up here, and I expect that my all the viewers have gone through part 1 properly. So let's start. So friends, if you remember that the personal pronoun is a pronoun which replaces a person. So we are going to replace the person which is repeated in this sentence. Reena is a good girl. So we have introduced Reena in the first sentence. It means she is a girl. So for the girls we will write she. She is very tall. Next is Renu and Mahi are cousins. So we have introduced two people in the sentence. So if we have to replace the plural pronouns, we use the word they. They are cousins. Hey, Dash can play with me now. So we are asking the person who is in front of us that hey, you can play with me now. I saw a cat, Dash is jumping. For the cat, we use it because for all the animals, we use the word it. I can't lift it. Could Dash help Dash please? So we are saying to another person that I can't lift it. Could you help me please? So we have seen that we have put personal pronoun in all the blanks. Personal pronouns are those which replaces person. So it's very easy to remember a person, or at some times it replaces things too. And for things we use it, and for animals also we use it. Next comes the possessive pronoun. The word possessive itself suggests possession. Possession means that you are owner of something. I bought a new car, the car is Dash. Now, who bought the new car? That is I. So, the car belongs to me. So, if the car belongs to me, we will use the word mine. Grandpa is ill. These medicines are grandpa's. So, in place of grandpa's, we can write these medicines are his. Since grandpa is a male, so for males we write his. And for females we write hers. That car belongs to Mr. and Mrs. Kaur. It is Dash. So this car is of two people. So for them we will write it is theirs. This car is theirs. Next is that turtle belongs to us. It is Dash. The turtle belongs to us. For us we will write it is ours. So in this way, we can replace all the possessive nouns using these words. The next is demonstrative pronoun, and the demonstrative pronouns itself suggests something is pointed out, like we are indicating something. So the words used in demonstrative pronouns are this, that, these and those. Dash is a gift for you. So we have to remember that the thing near us, and if it is one, we use this. For one thing that is far from us, we use that. These is used for many things. And those is also used for many things which is far from us. So gift is one thing and it is here also. So we will write this is a gift for you. Dash are the books which I need to return. For books, it's plural. So we will write these. Dash was not my intention. We are talking about something which has happened yesterday and it is one thing, so we will write that. Many people did not like Dash Day's speech. So again, the context we are talking about is far from us and it is one, so we will use that only. Dash were the boys who came to meet you. So we are talking about those boys which came to meet me yesterday or some time before. So we will write those. The next is distributive pronoun. Distributive itself suggests that we are talking about one at a time. Dash of the two can ride the bicycle. So we can use here that either of the two can ride the bicycle. Out of you two, anyone can ride the bicycle. So for this context we use either. Dash of the women got the award. So we can write each. That if three women were present there, so each of them got a reward. Dash of them has ever been to London. In this sentence we can write neither. Suppose there are two people, the one is A and another is B, so neither he has gone nor he has gone. So neither of them has ever been to London. I bought dash of these mangoes in 20 rupees. We can write I brought each of these mangoes in 20 rupees. So we are talking about each one at a time. So we can say that I bought each one of them in 20 rupees. Let's begin the next one. Next comes reflexive and emphatic pronouns. The words used in reflexive and emphatic pronouns are similar, but the only difference between them is the place of usage. John hit dash when he fell. Reflexive pronouns are those in which the action is reflecting upon the subject, and emphatic pronouns are those in which the pronouns are giving full emphasis on the subject. So emphatic is made out of emphasis. It means giving full pressure on the subject, and reflexive is reflection. So in this way we can associate these words and we can learn them too, which are very easy to understand too. John hit dash when he fell. John is a person, he is a boy. So we will write himself. John hit himself when he fell. I will paint the wall dash. For I, who is a subject, according to I we will write myself. The poor boy blamed dash for the mess. So the subject is the poor boy, and according to the subject, who is a boy, we will write himself. A house divided against dash cannot stand. A house is a subject. According to subject, we will write itself. Because it's a non-living thing, so we will write itself. You express dash very perfectly. According to you, we will write yourself. So we have seen that we have used the pronouns after the verb, if you will remember. Now let's see the emphatic pronouns. Emphatic is giving full impression on the subject. You yourself told the truth. You might have noticed that we put the pronoun according to the subject, and here subject and predicate video will help you to pick out the subject from a sentence. So I must say that please see that video so you can easily pick out subject, and according to that you can put pronoun too. I dash saw him coming towards me. Full pressure on the subject. I myself saw him coming. They dash admitted their fault. They themselves. For they, we use the word themselves. It's not themselves. Acquit dash like a man. Now this is a kind of imperative sentence. And in imperative sentence, the subject is always you. Again, the kinds of sentence video will help you find out the pattern of the sentence, and in that way you can pick out subject. So in imperative sentences, if the subject is you, then according to you we will write acquit yourself like a man. Next is the dog dash dirtied the sheet. The dog is an animal, so itself. The dog itself dirtied the sheet. So in this way we can differentiate between the two, that here the full pressure is on the subject, and in reflexive pronouns, although we are using the same words, but we are not pressurizing the subject. The next is indefinite and relative. The name itself is suggesting which is not definite and not specific. So in this way you can learn the names too, like dash appreciated our efforts. So we can use all appreciated our efforts. Friends, we have to remember that in some sentences, more than one answer can also be correct. Like in this sentence, we can write both also. Both appreciated our efforts. So we have to put the appropriate pronoun according to the sentence. Dash escaped unhurt. We can write few. Few escaped unhurt. The next is dash hardly knows what to do. Now when you are thinking of more than one answer, we should always see which can match with this verb, knows, because it's ending with S. So it's clear that we can put the subject here, which is third person singular. So we can write one. I'll elaborate it with more examples in the verbs video. Dash but fools have ever believed it. Here we can use none, that none but fools have ever believed it. Dash documents have been lost. We can write several documents have been lost. So in this way we can fill with any kind of indefinite pronoun, but we have to remember that this pronoun should match with the verb. All is matching with appreciated, few is matching with escaped. But if I write here few, that few hardly knows what to do, then the word few will not match with knows, because few will be third person plural, and with third person plural s or es with the verb doesn't come. So we have to take care of this thing, that the subject should match with the verb. Now let's see what are relative pronouns. Listen to dash I say. Relative pronouns are those which relates or connects. The words we use here are who, whom, whose, which and that. So we can write listen to what I say. We are joining phrase with the clause. The book dash you wrote is never received. The book which you wrote is never received. He is a man whom you can trust. She has gone to Chennai dash is her birthplace. So we can use which. I met the man dash helped us. Here we can write who. Who helped us. Friends, the ninth pronoun is interrogative pronoun, in which we use who, whom, which, what and whose. For example, dash do you want to visit? Whom do you want to visit? Dash have you found? So, what have you found? Dash did you meet in the school? Whom did you meet in the school? Dash is knocking at the door. So, who is knocking at the door? Dash schedule did you make? Here we can write which. So, all these words are interrogative pronouns. But friends, please remember, as I had discussed in the previous video also, that the words like why, where, and when are not interrogative pronouns. They are interrogative adverbs. The reason is that the answer of these questions will come in reason, place, and time. And if the answer is coming in reason, like if you are asking anything with why, so answer will come in reason. Why are you late? I was late because my bus came late. So answer is coming in a reason. If you ask where did you go, so you are telling a place name. And if you are asking anyone that when will you come back, so that person will give you the time. So answer is coming in reason, place and time. When the answer is coming in these three conditions, it becomes interrogative adverb. I want to elaborate this with more example in the concerned video, but for now we have to remember that why, where and when are not interrogative pronouns. Friends, we had not discussed the reciprocal pronoun in the first part because I noticed that many publications did not include this pronoun in their pronouns list. But to make you aware about all the pronouns, I want to include it here. The reciprocal pronoun includes each other, one another. For example, the two boys helped dash, so we can write each other. So this is reciprocal pronoun. In other examples also we can put each other. The members of the family quarreled with each other. They can't talk to each other. The doctor